Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, Divine Psychic Medium, delivering messages to you from the higher realms. So welcome everyone. This is going to be a twin flame reading, although anyone who's guided here can definitely get the messages that are coming out, but when I get into the tarot, it might be more specific for the twins, okay? So keep that in mind. All right, so I'm going to let you know about the energies that we are connecting with cosmically. That's why it's more fun to catch my readings in real time. You should subscribe if you have not. Okay, so starting today, we have Lilith sextiling Venus, okay? And this is going to be ongoing through May 24th, through our full moon that we have for May. Okay, this powerful full moon, we're already starting to feel it as we are a week out. But of course, it's going to be getting more and more stronger as we get closer to the 23rd, okay? So, but this is going on, and then we also have Saturn sextiling Venus. That started on the 13th of May and will be going through the full moon as well. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. We're going to get into the tarot and see what energies are going on. And I've already got some downloaded messages about what's been going on with divine masculine, feminine. Remember that we all hold feminine and masculine energies from within. So even though I'm saying masculine, 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 right? It could be the masculine attributes of you. It could be what's inside you at this time, right? Remember, you always trigger your counterpart, right? So whoever is going through this, so don't get caught up too much when I'm saying DM, DF, whatever, right? I felt to explain that more in this reading, right? Because sometimes, you know, I'll project it one way, especially when I'm picking up multiple different angles. I can't constantly keep flipping it. But I can tell you right now that I'm feeling very strongly that there's a lot of divine feminines that are activating their masculine energy because they finally got into a period of healing. Because especially with this separation, a lot of divine feminines have needed to be very strong in their masculine energy. And by doing so, it allows them to be very defensive, right? And not getting vulnerable in that healing state, especially when a lot of them have been going through a lot of physical and psychological attacks that keeps them in that masculine state of energy, right? So, but it's about finding that balance. And there's been a lot that have been activating within both at this time. All right, so let me talk to you first about what's starting today with Lilith sextiling Venus, okay? You could be seeing a lot of 9, synchronistic of 999, 555, could be confirmations, right, for you. So we know that Venus is our planet of love, right? And it's trining with dark moon Lilith, which is the dark side, the dark feminine, the shadow aspect, right? So initiating a sacred communion that transcends the boundaries of light and darkness. In the divine interplay, we witness the merging of purity and desire, as Venus symbolizes the tangible manifestations of love, beauty, and possession, while dark moon Lilith embodies the enigmatic depths of our desires and our shadow self. Together they create a profound transformation, stirring in the depths of our soul into a vibrant awareness. So a sacred union, passion and sexuality converging in potential alchemy, igniting the fires of our kundalini and awakening every aspect of our being to its fullest potential. This love so intense and all-encompassing invites us to embrace every facet of ourselves, from the highest realms of spirituality to the primal depths of our instincts. As Venus and Lilith intertwine in divine embrace, this beckons us to explore the depths of our desires with unwavering courage and surrender, allowing us to experience the ecstasy of divine union within ourselves and within the cosmos. Through this sacred union, we are liberated from the constraints of social norms, empowering us to embody the raw authenticity of our souls and embrace the boundless depths of our sexual desires, with deep respect and profound wonder. This intimate encounter will passionately ignite a reflection of the soul's true essence, guiding us to explore the depths of our being with heightened awareness and profound intimacy as we merge our physical and spiritual selves in sacred union. Right? Very powerful. So that is why, too, I've been getting so much about the merging of the dark side. For a lot of twins, it's very, very important. Like, you need to know that everything you experience is for this merging, right? Even if you were dealing with karmic soul contracts, false twin flames, things like that, because ultimately they trigger you into activating that darker side of yourself. You know, nothing activates an empath more than being with the narcissist, right? So there's a lot of those paradigms that needed to play out, and that's why I've been talking about like not getting stuck in the soul, in the twin flame soul trap, because for a lot of you don't realize that you could think that you're in union with your twin, but ultimately you have a very big test right beforehand, which is the false twin, because that is ultimately what is going to activate you, what any part of your shadow side that needed to be activated for that balance. And why I say that you get caught up in the trap is because a lot of times you don't realize that when you're with a narc, right, they know how to siphon your energy and reflect it back at you. That's why in the collective I've been seeing a lot of it's been getting exposed, masks have been falling off, things like that. A lot of narcissists have been cloaking themselves in angelical energy, because they have been like, there's like a lot of like narcs that have been, you know, just cloaking themselves in angelic energy as like angels, but they're not, because really they're absorbing your energy into their magnetic field and they're reflecting it back at you. So yes, you are going to see the mirroring, you are going to be seeing a lot of that stuff, but really it's you seeing your own beautiful energy. So ultimately it's like falling in love with yourself, right? That's why, you know, I say, you know, when you're fully ready, if you're starting to feel this stuff, right? And, you know, when you notice these inconsistencies, like they're not able to stabilize. So you will have those slips, those red flags. Like, did I really just see that? Did they really just say that? Like, you're going to start to see slips, right? You're going to start to realize that your soul's not in alignment with theirs, right? And these are for those of you that are in like a relationship, a dynamic of some sort, right? Where if you were wondering whether or not this was your twin, right, your counterpart, because you will be fully in sync. So if you're one where, because you can be with your twin and not in alignment, because there's a lot of came very, very close in this integration. It's getting rid of the rest of the shadow aspect. There's many different flows, right? So I'm getting mixed up with trying to, like, you'll know if this is for you with what I'm talking about, right? And that's why, you know, with these collective readings, you take whatever's for you, you leave any part that's not fitting. You'll feel if something is your story or not, right? So you have to trust your intuition. But, so for some of you, like, if you feel as though, like, your soul is not in alignment with your lover, right? Then more often than not, you got to trust what you're feeling. You're not in alignment. It's one of those where it's triggering you. So pull back your energy. Impose boundaries. If you start to pull back your energy, you create those boundaries. You stop letting them have your energy. You might really start to see stuff, because then they can't use their energy right at you and do that magic, black magic, sex magic, whatever. Right? You know, that's why when you stop being intimate with somebody, you can really start to see. And you got to let go of fear, too. That's a big one, because the devil can get in and cause illusions through fear. See, she's facing her demons, right? So there's a lot of endings, transformation that's going on at this time. Okay, so that was something very big. So, and the devil's definitely been playing with the twin flame energy very much, right? So a lot of things have been getting projected and sent your way. Right, and also, like, I shared a really cute meme, right, is I've been getting a lot about Alice in the Wonderland and the rabbit hole, and then this beautiful meme came across with Peter Pan, right, where it's like, Neverland's this way, rabbit hole's this way, you know what I mean? But, you know, for some of you, like, it's okay that you went into the rabbit hole. Sometimes you have to go into the darkness. As for empaths and chosen ones, it's like your protection. Because when you're down in the rabbit hole and you're with them, you are able to actually replenish. And it's, how to explain this? It's because it's not like you're just going to be eaten alive. It's like you're cloaked more by what you're surrounded with, because you're in a hole. You're not just walking around beaming this light, right, for tons of things. So it's like we're allowed to get guided off course, and it's more for protection, and it's for healing, because we heal and transmute in darkness, right? We're different, right? That's where when we disconnect and we go dark and we go into the darkness and deep within the soul, this is where we find the power and we emerge and transform. We get replenished where we're not getting attacked by so much, but it's like, now this is where we're coming out of the darkness, right? But you have to be ready to have new energies coming at you. Do you see what I mean? Sometimes it's like you're protected in the rabbit hole to a certain extent, because then you're not having all these new energies coming at you. Because the darkness has to attack in groves, I'm hearing, and multitude, like there's multiple, you know, one of them is not strong enough against, you know, the light. Like they have to team up together. So you better believe that, you know, that's why things, you know, it's always multiple different attacks on a physical level, on a psychological level. A lot of spiritual warfare, right, goes into these things, right? So you got to be careful coming out of this rabbit hole, that you're ready, that you're strong enough. So for a lot of you, like, you needed to go in for healing and to replenish. So I'm getting like, you very much know, okay, this is another second part of the download that I got today, was that you were given your shadow side here to use. And the hardest part is for us to initiate that shadow side, especially when we're beings of light. Another thing they showed me today was like lighting a match. You light a match and you hold it up, there's no reflection. Or reflection. There's no shadow. Because the light does not have a shadow, as it is portraying. It does not have darkness, because it's transmuted everything to love and light, right? But see, down here in the 3D realm, we're not up in the heavenly realms where we get to just be in that beautiful love and light energy. We're down here in the darkness, right? We better believe that we have that shadow side of us. That's what gets us out of the rabbit hole, right? And when we're getting attacked by demons and the devil and all of that, we need to be able to battle them. So you do have that shadow side to be able to battle the dark energies. And it's like, if you let one jump on your back and you don't get them off, others are going to jump on, and they're going to be cloaking you and attacking you and deplenishing you. That's why it's very important to pull back your energy. A lot of them, they use it by siphoning your energy, by energetic vampires, by parasitic entities. They know how to siphon. It's really important for chosen ones to be cleansing their energy. I can't tell you how many spiritual baths I take. I'm like always in the bathtub, like no joke. Like I will say, sometimes I'll take 3 baths in a day, right? Or, you know, or showers or whatever, because water is very cleansing. But if you can get by a water source, getting outdoors, if there's different things that you can do, I mean, there's only so much like cleansing sprays and incense and things like that you can do, right? But some of you might not be in areas where you're getting deplenished that much. But whenever you're starting to feel dark or depressed or sad or deplenished, you need to do things, right? Where if you can laugh and sing, and music is very uplifting. I'm always listening to uplifting frequencies, things like that, to cleanse your energy. But you got to remember to keep shining that light. It's very important at this time to see the light, hold the frequency, because it's like we're getting like ejected out of these rabbit holes, right? We're uniting and coming together, right? And staying vibrating high is allowing you to connect with soul family, things like that. We're very much uniting and helping each other, right, at this time. So I've been getting a lot of references of the Beauty and the Beast at this time, because yes, you do have beast mode. Like for a lot of you, you have like the dragon realms are helping. I've been noticing the collective, a lot of you be getting dragons everywhere. Yes, because for a lot of you, the dragon realms are very much working with the unicorn realm, seeding the light, but it's like they're like our protectors. And a lot of you invoke that energy, the spirit of the dragon within you, and that's how you can get in like beast mode. You can get very protective. It ignites that fire and it protects the light. So for a lot of you, you just need to call upon your inner dragon, right, to get you out of these situations, these entanglements that you may be in, to getting you amped up, things like that. So you have all of these things in spirit that are very much able to assess at this time. I'm going to be doing a different dragon realm reading, getting some more messages, because I work with the different realms, right, to get some more messages from the dragons, right? So I'll be doing let me write this down so I don't forget, a dragon realm reading. Okay, I'm going to be getting into the unicorn realm, right, and the fae as well. So, hold on. So I've been invoking a lot of this red energy too. For a lot of you, you're igniting your passions, your dreams, your desires. You're activating a lot of the root chakra. energy. For a lot of you, you're going to be going through Kundalini awakenings, I'm getting, and the surging of the energy up your chakra systems, because for a lot of you, there's been blockages. You've had strongholds, and that's what these parasitic entities will do. A lot of them will attach to your sacral energy and block you there in your creative energy. I've been doing a lot of cord clearings lately, and there's a lot of attachments that I feel in my sacral and solar plexus that a lot of entities are trying to, and you don't always have to be physical with people for these attachments, as they can literally happen through people looking at your pictures, thinking about you constantly, saying things, right? 1500 on the clock as I was saying that, so there's something with that source code number for some of you to take a look at. So you need to be very careful with cleansing your energy at this time, and to know that it is okay here to get into this beast mode, because for some of you, that's what's protecting your light side. Just remember, after you invoke those energies for protection or whatever, you need to balance them back out, okay? All right, so I wanted to get into the second aspect now for the twin flames, right? So, see, and they brought me right back up to be careful how you treat the sweet ones. Some of us keep a fire-breathing dragon inside. So, yeah, that's what I mean. So much stuff is coming across with the dragon realm lately. All right, so I was talking to you about that Black Moon Lilith, right? Now we're going to get into the Saturn that's sextiling Venus from the 13th through the 23rd. So the planet of maturity will sextile Venus, inviting a harmonious alignment that fosters lasting relationships. This period presents our opportune time to attract connections that stand the test of time, whether in the form of a loyal and loving partner or steadfast friends who value longevity in relationships. These individuals show unwavering support, fulfilling their promises with integrity and reliability. To manifest such relationships is crucial to cultivate a positive perception of ourselves and to envision the qualities we desire in our connections. Being clear about our relationship expectations and boundaries is an equal important during this transit. With the cosmic magic unfolding in the sign of Taurus, now is an ideal moment to tap into the energy and the manifesting enduring bonds. Additionally, this period offers an opportunity to release karmic relationships that have served their purpose and are ready to be concluded. Working with Saturn entails learning from past experiences to avoid repeating lessons unless consciously chosen. As we navigate this alignment, we are empowered to cultivate relationships grounded in authenticity, commitment, and mutual respect, fostering growth and stability in our connections. Wow. See, and this is what's going on through May 13th through the May 23rd. Confirmation there, right? So May 23rd is a very powerful full moon in Sagittarius. We're really feeling that rad fire energy, right? And what are about moons are about cleansing, releasing, letting go. What have I been talking about? A lot of you are starting to realize these connections, what's not for you. And a lot of you, you may even realize that you feel a certain way. Your body, your energetic field can literally feel these energies. Like you could be completely calm and in very beautiful energy, and then somebody comes around you and all of a sudden you feel the change of energy, because the way that you're getting into this purity, this light, is we're ascending and raising our vibrations to higher levels of consciousness, right? We're assessing these higher level realms, and for a lot of you, you're getting ready to literally timeline shift, what's the word I'm like, quantum level. Quantum leaping is literally like what is going on here, right? So for a lot of you, like, not everybody gets to go with you, right? So they're really trying to pull you back and keep you on their timeline. So a lot of these individuals, right, they're chaos causers. They're bringing up a lot of things to try to keep you in a perpetual state of darkness, lowering your vibration. It's like they know you're trying to eject out of this rabbit hole, right, for a lot of you. So they're going to be doing whatever they can to try to keep you in it, right? So you need to be mindful of what people are saying to you, bringing up past things, trauma. Devil's really trying to mess a lot with your mind. Something I shared earlier today too is disrespectful people. Someone being disrespectful towards you is showing nothing but immature and arrogance. Try not to take it as a personal attack. It is not really about you, but a reflection of their own character. Only people who are not happy with themselves are mean to others. Right? And for a lot of you, it's like that's all they know. And I talked about this last week in a reading where I was saying, when you do get triggers out of people, even if it's rage, anger, insult, sometimes that's all they know. You triggered something within them. And if somebody is really like stuck in their root, right? chakra and these lower vibrational chakra systems, then and the energy's not flowing through them because they reach a block. It's like you're triggering something, but they can't define it in their heart, so they're acting out of their root chakra. And if somebody's got a lot of traumatic and trauma within these things, it's like they get stuck in that energy, and that's the only way that they can respond. So you're actually triggering, right? You're triggering them. And I always say, people, they tell on themselves. When people are, if you listen to what people are saying, people are only saying what their level of consciousness is at. So it's like whatever insults, it doesn't even matter. Whatever people are saying, like that's what they feel about themselves. That's why the ones that give the most insults and disrespect and things like that, I'm always like, I'm so sorry you feel that way about yourself. Like you need to release that pain and that hurt that you have. That's why hurt people. They don't know how to, how to relate, how to connect, right? That's why when I see something that's really wicked and dark, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so broken, they're so hurt, right? But everybody's got to heal themselves. Everybody's got to come out of that energy, right? You create your own demons, right? Okay, so Empress energy is coming out. Yes. For a lot of you, I'm getting a lot of narcissistic, empathic paradigms. A lot of you see the Empress is upside down in this card, in this deck that I called to pull, which is filling this red and gold energy. Like, you're of royalty, you're meant to be honored, respected, things like that. But for a lot of Empresses, like literally, like you were too sweet, you were too beautiful, too loving, caring, kind. You had to go through a narcissistic situation, relationship, whatever. It was allowed because it was ultimately you needed to activate the shadow side from within. For some of you, you needed to go through a heart chakra activation, which actually got you to fall in love with yourself. Remember, you were a vibrational match if you were able to let a narcissistic. You had some sort of wounding. Something needed to be healed. But remember, I say you have to heal yourself. No one's going to come in and heal you. You have to heal yourself. So for a lot of you, like you have learned from this karmic contract. That's why a lot of them, they're being voided and closed out at this time. Because you've learned this now. You've emerged into this beautiful Empress, right? And you know that you deserve and desire to be treated and respected and loyal. You know that you desire to be of others like you, right? I'm hearing your ilk, right? Like yoked, right? I've been getting a lot of equally yoked. Like you need to be with someone that's going to be matching your energetic level, your imprint, right? You don't no longer need people siphoning off of your energy, reflecting it back at you. Like you need to get out of the fairy tale world. Like it's time to get out of the rabbit hole, Alice. It's time to get back up to Neverland style manifesting. Like you're meant to create the reality that you deserve and desire, right? And it's time to get to that level. No more blocks, no more people siphoning your energy, right? It's time. Like I've been getting a lot of fairy tales, right? Like yeah, they're coming in. I've been getting a lot of Ariel vibes, a lot of mermaid energy coming out. You know what, I need to watch the movie again. Like I don't even know what happens, but remember, like the sea witch gets like Ariel's voice, right? And she has control over it. That's kind of like what happened to this beautiful angelic energy that I'm getting. Like divine feminines, like the sea monster, sea witch had your voice, right? And it's like you're getting your voice back. For a lot of you, they're showing me the Queen of Swords energy too, right? Like they preyed on your Queen of Cups energy. Like they were trying to drown you, okay? They're trying to trap you. They stole your voice. And see, for a lot of you, you need to invoke that shadow side energy to be able to be in your strength, your courage, to be communicative, to impose these boundaries. For some of you, like that's all you needed to do. This was to teach you to impose boundaries, to not let everybody have access to your beautiful energy, right? And for you to get into beast mode. And it was beautiful. I was guided to a reading earlier, which I'm sending a lot of love and light to this beautiful soul, because I can see feel the darkness that he's enduring. But he was talking about that beauty and the beast. It's like it's so beautiful. It's on point, right? So it is okay to protect yourself, and that's why we have that shadow side energy, right? And this is very, very important. You're not always going to need to be in that energy, but at this time, it's like this is what's breaking you out, right? But then at some point, like you know, you're going to learn from this. You're not going to let people abuse your energy anymore, right? But you don't need to stay. Divine feminines don't need to stay in that survival mode. It's really important to use that shadow energy, but then come out to stay balanced at this time, because this beautiful union, merge, and sacred unions are definitely coming together. So you need to know that you are still of the light, even using your shadow side energy, right? The purest beings of light are here now, transmuting, and that's what's to the darkness. My message goes out to a lot of transmuters, a lot of grid workers. For a lot of you, here's another message from another beautiful soul family member. Okay, so for a lot of you, you're grid workers, you're transmuters. So you're guided to certain places for healing. For a lot of you, like, you're guided to certain astrological places at a specific time for healing. You might not know why you were there, but sometimes it may feel as though you're where you're not supposed to be because you feel like you're getting sucked into the rabbit hole. But for some of you, you needed to get into that rabbit hole, and it was to protect you from all that dark entities attaching you, and it was for you to heal trauma from within. So you need to know you were guided exactly where you were meant to be, even though it might not feel that way, right? He needs to know he was guided where he was. Maybe it activated his twin, right? For some of you, this is activating stuff within you. For some of you, you're activating and you're healing trauma for twins, for your counterpart. For some of you, like in the reading I did yesterday, I was talking about some of you are putting your twin into a karmic loop because of healing. It's the same thing, because we're constantly helping our twin. We're ever connected, right? So for some of you, your twin is experiencing another karmic cycle or loop because you are, but then for others of you, like, you'll go heal something for your twin as well. So you help each other, all right? So don't hold that guilt, resentment, forgive, let go, right? Sometimes maybe your twin perpetual, or like maybe your twin puts you into something, you know what I mean, where it could be out of your control, but ultimately it was for your healing, right? So you're always meant to be where you're meant to be at that given time. All right. So sometimes we are protected by getting pulled in the rabbit hole. I already talked about that. The divine only knows what we can handle and how much of it, right? So they know this. They're always ahead of of us, watching us and guiding us. The ones that don't want the help know that they can fight. Oh, that's another thing too. If you ever feel like, no, I don't want divine help and all of that, it's because it's like, you know, subconsciously that you're in some sort of lesson, something that you know that you need to purge out of, that it's like, you know that you need to overcome this because you don't want it to set you back. You want to come out of this yourself so you can go to the next level. Those are for some of you where you just feel like, you know, I'm getting like 5 of Pentacles energy, like, you know that help's available to you, you know that there's like a quick escape, but no, you don't want to take that because you know that you don't want to repeat a cycle, a lesson. You want a leveling up. That is a very, very powerful energy to have, right? Okay. We heal differently in the darkness, so don't compare yourself to others, okay? Trust what you feel. We heal differently in the darkness and isolation, all alone, because that's when we go within, as we are never alone. Sometimes we just need some time. And you know what I mean? For some of you, like, only you know your specific situation. You know when you come out of that rabbit hole if you're ready or not to take on more and more stuff. So don't be thinking, you know, like, oh, I should have been out of this already. Every situation is different. You work with between you and divine, and you know you're working with your divine by trusting what you feel, right? And then they're bringing me to the lotus flower, all right? Maybe some of you need to look up the lotus flower, right? Maybe you're seeing a lot of lotus flowers, but you know that lotus flower blooms in darkness and the murky waters and the magic, right? So that's what I mean. You guys, for those of you that have been in the shadows, in the darkness, in isolation, some of you feel as though you're off course or you went somewhere you weren't. It was all for your growth, okay? You were right where you were supposed to be. Everything that happens is part of the process, and everything is all in divine timing. And that's why I say, like, with the twin flames, there's so many different like flows of it that even I just connect with, right? And I know I don't connect with all of them. That's why the collective readings for the twin flames sometimes I hate it when it's just all specific tarot, and so many people will relate that to their whole story, and they don't realize, like, just like when I read, sometimes, like, it may start out one story and then go into another, and then, like, it might not be a whole thing, and I know it's so hard when it's starting to resonate with you. Right? So, I don't know. Be mindful of that. Light beings are here now and are holding the highest frequency of light and are guiding through the darkness and need protection. At the end, these fairy tales are playing out. Okay, so yeah, I was getting a lot with the fairy tales, with the Beauty and the Beast is playing out, Ariel, Cinderella. The light has already won. You need to remember that. So a lot of these beautiful love stories are coming to light. They very much are. And they're showing me too, I was seeing something with the princesses, and they were showing me earlier how they all went through like a traumatic, devastating point where they were all crying and down, like rock bottom type of energy, but then they all emerged, right? Up in beautiful endings, right? So that's definitely what's happening, right? This is very, very beautiful. Okay. All right. So that's what I got for the downloads. Let's get into some cards now, right? And see. So what other messages that we have? Oh, look, passion. These are the, and the one. Ooh. So you're starting to realize, and King of Pentacles is right here. You're starting to connect, and Queen of Cups. You're starting to connect with ones that are activating your heart, right? Maybe for some of you, you're realizing certain lovers and relationships, they didn't activate your heart. Maybe for some of you, you're realizing like, wow, those were lustful connections. Because if they only activated me on a physical level, not on a heart level, like if you pull back that sexual energy, are you still connected? Is there still that passion and love, right? Or was it lustful? Was the devil controlling it? Okay. So let's see. That was something I got too. If you pull back your energy, your sexual energy, you can really start to see somebody's true colors, and you can see if they stay or not. Wow. So, yeah, you can see if someone was playing games with your heart, if they were just after your sexual energy. You can see very much if they were playing in your energy, reflecting it back to you or not. I'm picking up a lot of this gold frequency. Yeah, look at all these gold. Gold kisses, faith. Look at this. Memories, endings. This whole deck is not all gold. Distance, tie the knot. You see all this? And something's trying to mess with my throat chakra. And true love is here with the swans. See, like, I'll show you right now. Like, look at how colorful this deck is. You can see all the colors. It's not all gold. And all this gold is coming out. So I really feel there's these golden timelines. For a lot of masculines have been activated. Look at the light shining through his eyes. There's a lot of divine masculines that are going through this activation, ascension, realization. A lot of them are triggering. Maybe for some of them they needed to go to the rabbit hole for cleansing, right? Romance and chemistry is here. And karmic ties. Yeah, for a lot of you, wow, many loves. For a lot of you, you went through many karmic relationships and situations. That's because of how many woundings you had, how stubborn you were. Okay, you're learning how to say no. I know that was for me. I got tricked into a lot of relationships just because I couldn't say no. I didn't want to hurt people. So I was like, they deserve love. They deserve a chance. Why not? Ugh. Oh my gosh. No again. 2 no's. Red, blue. For some of you, yeah, you need to say no multiple times. You know, and that's something too, like, sometimes I'll get empowered and I'll like impose these boundaries and I'll be very good. But then the enemy will come at me again and wear me down. Like, I know now I need to not let that happen. All right. For some of you, secret admirer. You're attracting secret admirers, but see forbidden fruit. Some of you, you better believe the devil's going to come in with like lustful connections and try to tempt you. And those are readings I got last week too, as I say, yes, there's going to be a real love offer, but you better believe there's going to be a false love offer too. So look for the false. Find the false one first. So you know. Everything's in divine timing. Yeah, endings are definitely imminent. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look, divine timing and endings. Some of these things were meant to end at these exact moments, right? So secrets are going to be coming out. The full moon loves to reveal secrets. For some of you, this is going to be internal. Like, you're going to realize by some of like the things that you do, the loyalties, right? Maybe if you go through like a divinely guided separation and you get single, you can see if someone's going to be true and pure to you, or if they're going to be flighty, right? And go do things that you wouldn't have thought. Maybe you're realizing your love story is changing. And no, again, someone needs to say no to a soulmate. For some of you, like, you thought you were going to have golden memories together with this person. But a lot of you, these are past life lovers. Yeah. Soul level proposal. Wow, in the future. But see, you have to say no. You have to say no to somebody first. You have like a spiritual spouse. For some of you, like, look that up. That's who you need to say no to. A spiritual spouse is like someone you were married to in a past life. So you have a strong connection, bond with them. They are a soulmate, but they portrayed you like in a past lifetime. In this lifetime, they're supposed to make something up for you. And I was getting that in a reading too. For some of you, it was like it was always meant for you to have an ending in this lifetime. It's like this spiritual spouse was literally came in this lifetime. They were supposed to make something up to you, but they betrayed you in the same way, or they did something again. But ultimately, it helps you. Do you see what I mean? Like, they were there, and them helping you in this lifetime is by you overcoming this trauma and this pain. And even though they caused it to you again in this lifetime, it's like it levels you up though. And for some of you, it's like the karma is they're going to see you getting the love of your life. Do you see how quick it was? Like endings? No, but then marriage. For some of you, it's like they're going to see you ending up with the love of your life because they betrayed you in a past life. They did it again. Look, no, again. Some of you really got to say no to something. You've got to trust in what you feel. Yeah, they could be like ecstasy to you. For some of you, they could be tempting you with drugs and alcohol to try to manipulate you, but you're really going to have to impose boundaries, right? Yeah, look, like a leaf, you need to let them go. Let it fall. It's going to cause heartbreak and pain, but it was always going to do this. No, again, love nest. You could already be in a connection with this person. You could have built a family or do something like that. You could feel this chemistry, right? Because it's past life, right? You could feel that you're almost indebted to them. Look, captured. It could have captured, but look, they're deceptive and not now. This person's wearing a mask, right? They feel like they own you. This is for somebody like a very possessive lover, very in controlling. It was definitely a karmic lover. Right? Okay. All right, enough with the love cards. All right, like I said, if you didn't feel that that's for you, then don't worry about it, but that's the strongest energy that I'm getting out, right? All right, let's get into some tarot cards and wrap this up. I don't like to go too long, and I know I'm over 30 minutes. My kids are being so good, too. I got to keep the door open because it's just too warm. My fan stopped working in here. Look at this, fell in my lap. The damn devil. Fell right on my lap, like... I don't like to get graphic with the kids, but like literally like right on my, like, I was going to say something like, be careful. They're after your sexual energy for sure. This devil is. I'm getting very lustful energy. Look at them trying to, for some of you, these people have got like attachments, like parasitic attachments, like a incubus, succubus type of energy. If they had trauma and woundings they didn't heal, yeah. Some of them, it's like they became your enemy. Like, I'm getting like love, hate. They're just holding on to you. They don't, it's like they feel like they own you. They don't want you to level up without them. Four of Pentacles. See there? Watching you, holding on to you. Could have been controlling you with finances. Yeah, there was illusions here. Seven of Cups. That's why... Yeah, but see, the Fool. I just seen the Fool, and here it is again. You're setting yourself free by walking away. And what's interesting, too, is when I was meditating on this energy yesterday, like this fell off my little necklace stand that I have. I saved this as a memory, right? This wasn't from me. This was from somebody else. But for some of you, like, that's what you need to do. Because somebody's in this Seven of Swords energy. And it's like they're, for some of you, like, things could get really bad and you pull back your energy, right? But you have to release and let this go in a very careful, delicate way. Like, that's the hardest thing, too. Like, when you get empowered, you find this stuff out. Like, a lot of you just want to go call this stuff out, right? You need to be careful and protect your energy. And do it smart, right? Like that. Four of Cups, Queen of Cups. See, there's this missed opportunity. So much of her in the water. It's a lot of emotions and feelings. She almost looks like she's drowning in this. Like she's barely, her head's above water, though. Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, fast movement, and then obstacles, waiting, slowly, hurdles. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords. Look at her touching her throat, right? Like getting her voice back. Like I was talking about, the Star card energy. Healing. Clever lover, sweet talker, admirer. See, like, I feel maybe this is what you need to do. Page of Swords. I'm getting like you need to do it like a show. Like this is like a, like if they were putting on a show for you, I don't know how to explain this. You need to have a very clever ending. Independent, direct, unemotional. I don't know. Maybe that's the fire, and maybe you shouldn't play the game. Just be unemotional. I got that in the reading from someone, like you need to be like emotionless, but you have to be careful. Because there's some of you, when you pull back your energy, they could want to fight more. So you need a plan. You need to be very clever with this. I'm going to stop this reading. Trust what you feel. Work with spirit, your divine team. Alright, that's what I had for you. I'm sending love and light to all of you. Definitely watch whatever you feel guided to. Bye, guys.